Sometimes people stare at you because their soul recognizes your soul. Let's break down the difference between spirit, physical, emotional, and soul. Your physical is your outside body. Your spirit is your states of being internally that you embody in whatever given moment. It's similar to emotions, but let's try to keep the two separate and not confuse them with giving it the same definition, because they still are different, but they still are similar, and I'll get to that in a second. And then your soul is what we supposedly came here with. I I, I digress. Your soul is familiar with other people's souls, and other people's souls are familiar with your soul. Your spirit is an energy you can embody. You can embody the spirit of jealousy. You can embody the spirit of joy. You can embody the spirit of greed. And then your emotional state reflects your spiritual state. So what you feel on the inside is your spirit, but what you do on the outside is your physical emotions and the feelings that the spirit brings out of your emotions, or well, yeah, the feelings that the spirit brings out in you are your emotions. So your spirit is the inside, and then there's the physical, and then the soul is on the inside of the inside, and then the emotions are like somewhere like in the middle of that. So it would be your soul, and then your spirit, and then your emotions. But like those two can honestly be flipped back and forth because they're based on each other, but you can still split the two. They can be based on each other, but you can still split the two. And then there's your physical, holding it all on the inside. And it's your responsibility to maintain all that inside or let it out. Now, I say it's your responsibility to maintain it because if you're possessing an, a, a dangerous spirit, let's stop using the word evil, let's say dangerous. If you're possessing a dangerous spirit that could potentially harm others or yourself, it's best to maintain that on the inside, alchemize it and transmute it into something else that can come out into the open so that you and others don't become harmed, because we can do that. Spirits, like possession, these movies made it way too dramatic, but they didn't. I believe they gave it its due justice, because honestly, confirmation burb, I do believe people can be possessed, like in these movies, the scary movies and stuff. But we also have to understand that people can be possessed by anything. Me personally, I don't really like a lot of possessions. A lot. I like some. I don't really like any though. I'm still diving deep into my psyche about that. What made me think about this was, oh no, we don't gotta talk about that right now. I just wanted to talk about this because it just dawned on me. And I was like, let me share this with the world. And since our spirit is immortal, our physical body is immortal as well. We just have to bring peace back on earth, only eat fruits and vegetables whenever we get there, and all just eat, live, love, laugh, and play all day. But that's just me thinking of the bigger picture. Don't worry about me. So, yeah, make sure you're getting your spirit right. I'm going to keep making sure I'm getting my spirit right. And we ride at dawn, bitches.